This motel is very creepy and has become a nightmare that traps its guests. Police officer Rod handcuffed the criminal to the toilet pipe. After doing all this, Rod turned and left. There was a hole in the back of his clothes with blood on it. Boss furtively put away the photo on the front desk. The prostitute Paris was constantly checking the cash in her bag, while the newly married couple was constantly quarreling. It seemed that they had an unclear relationship. The female star was out in the heavy rain, constantly looking for a mobile phone signal. She seemed to be unable to bear this place any longer. Suddenly, a series of sounds caught her attention, but just as she turned her head, she was attacked. Edward seemed to have heard the cry and hurried over in the direction of the sound. All that remained was the hook on the bath curtain that the female star had been wearing. Having been a policeman, he was sensitive enough to sense something was amiss. As he was looking around for clues, he heard a strange sound coming from the laundry room. It was a rumbling sound, not like the noise of washing clothes. He opened 2 machines in a row and found nothing unusual, but eventually determined that the abnormal sound was coming from the washing machine in the corner. He opened the washing machine and a human head was shockingly revealed inside. The murder of the female star also officially kicked off the series of deaths. The boss and Rod also rushed to the laundry room. They found a key to room 10 in the washing machine, and Rod's room was exactly number 10. They immediately returned to room 10, only to find that the prisoner had vanished. Everyone believed that it was the escaped prisoner who had killed the female star, which made them all very uneasy. They all wanted to leave as soon as possible. In an instant, the sounds of panic and internal strife burst out. Paris was the first to be eager to leave, but was held back by Edward with all his might. After some consolation, everyone gradually calmed down. She and Rod decided to go and find that prisoner back. However, as soon as they left, the 2 newlyweds, disregarding Paris's objections, insisted on returning to their room with their husbands. At this moment, the boss sneaked into the female star's room and secretly took away the bag full of money. However, from room 6 came the sound of a young couple quarreling. It turned out that the girl, having believed what her friend said, thought her boyfriend had betrayed her, and so she had pretended to be pregnant to keep him by her side. The boy, upon learning the truth, immediately felt furious and insisted that his girlfriend open the door to explain. However, suddenly, there was an immediate silence outside the door, followed by a voice of a strange man. The girl carefully pressed her ear to the door to try to figure out what was going on. She didn't open the door until there was no sound outside. Suddenly, a figure flashed in the mirror. Frightened, she quickly closed the door, but the person outside kept pushing the door without making a sound. Fortunately, the girl finally bolted the door and successfully jumped out of the window. Just then, police officer Rod arrived, closely followed by Edward. When the 2 rushed into the room through the main entrance, they found that the boy had already passed away.